Lions TV post-match analysis of the game that's just finished. Huddersfield Town 0, Millwall 1. Loads of things to talk about in this game. It's actually nice to have a game to be able to analyse instead of just sitting here moaning. I do have one negative. I'm going to keep that to the end, and I'd like to see people's thoughts on that. We played a lot better. The formation right at the beginning was absolutely mind-boggling. I mean, I ended up getting a pen and paper trying to write it down, seeing what it was, and I still couldn't work it out, and I got it completely wrong when they started playing. But it absolutely worked this evening. It absolutely worked. There's a reason because of that, though, is that I felt like having Ryan Leonard there, having Williams there as well, that gives Ryan Woods no other option than to push further afield, and that's exactly what we've been crying out for. Is for him to be pushed further up the pitch, and you found that actually a player like Williams doesn't disturb our defence as much as what a midfielder like Ryan Woods does. And I've always said this. Listen, he's a great player, and I think he could do well for us. But him sitting back all the time, I think personally hinders us a lot. But he had a good game today. Completely happy with his performance, and also having Ben Thompson back in the team, it just works so well because now there's a link. There's a link between the defence and the attack, and we've been missing that for months, absolutely months. And now that there's that link, we can defend, but we can also start moving further up the pitch a lot quicker, which means we can create more chances. And overall, everything just seemed to click into place. We score a goal. It's a well-worked goal. Danny McNamara has been absolutely amazing for us. And I said in the group chat, Marlon Romeo is going to find it hard to get back in this team. And you know what? We might end up selling him this transfer window because it seems that McNamara is all we need in a right back at Millwall Football Club. And I can't see him changing that. But that's my opinion, and we all know what Rowett's like. He floats the ball into Scott Malone. Scott Malone on his stronger foot. I think Chitty's already said it. Very Thierry Henry-esque. It's a fantastic finish, absolutely fantastic finish, and we go 1-0 up. We then give away a penalty. I think Ben Thompson was slightly clumsy there. That is his terrier-like characteristics, which I never want him to lose. But he clumsily gave away a penalty there. But luckily, Fraser Campbell, an experienced striker, he should be hitting the target essentially, or making Bart make a save. But he hits the crossbar, and do you know what? It was just the luck that we needed. We went for a little bit of a lull in the second half. I think the first 15-20 minutes. I was getting slightly worried because I thought, you know what, we're just sitting back now. We're just sitting back. We're inviting pressure, and actually, this is what we done last time when we played Huddersfield, and I think it was 3 goals they ended up banging in against us that night. But everybody stuck to the script tonight. Absolutely, everybody stuck to the script, and you can't fault any one of them players out there tonight. He then does something very smart and chucks on 4 substitutions. None of them really defensive. You had Bradshaw. Bradshaw was bombing all over the place. Marlon Romeo. But what I honestly think is to give some of his players a rest there, and turn around and go, do you know what? I trust the team that I've put out, and the instructions that I've given them are working. I need to give some of my players a rest, and I now need to trust you guys to go out there and do exactly the same job that they've done, and they did it. So, you know, round of applause for the Millwall players and for Rowett in this situation, because tactically he's got it right, and this is 3 points that we've been waiting for, and there's hardly any negativity from me, which is always a bonus. The only thing that I'm going to put negative on this is that I didn't think that Huddersfield were a great team, and I don't think they played well. So I don't think that we should be bouncing off the walls right now just because we've beaten Huddersfield Town. And the only other thing that made me question this formation is he doing it to solely just keep Woods in the team? By now we should have a formation, by now we should have our starting 11, and it seems to keep changing, and the only one that doesn't is Woods. But if we can put Woods further up in the pitch, I think he could do some damage for us, and I'll be happy about it. It's a shame. A lot of people are slagging Woods, and I don't think it's his fault, because if he's playing by instruction, then it's not his fault, and he's a great player. If he's not playing by instruction, then he's not for us. But listen, 3 points in the table. Really happy, motivated. I'm not going to be able to watch the game on Saturday, but I look forward to talking to you guys on Monday. Onwards and upwards. Come on, you Lions.